Whether it's your first time traveling or you just haven't traveled in a while, today's video will help you avoid some of the most common packing mistakes that travelers make before a trip. The first mistake that travelers make when packing for their trip is packing new clothes or clothes that they haven't tried on in a while. I'm personally very guilty of this as I'm a little bit rusty with my packing, and this is the first mistake that I made. I bought this sun hat a few months ago thinking it was fine, tried it on last weekend, and realized it was way too large for my child-sized head. I was able to have enough time to buy some foamies to put on the inside, and now I'm all set. Along with the hat, I also bought this bikini. Now, it was a few months ago, people change, bodies change, so it's definitely important to take the tags off and actually try the things on before you pack them if you've never worn them before. Same thing goes for your shoes. Wear them around the house, wear them for the weekend, make sure that they're comfortable. And don't wait until the day before your trip to do this, because if you do need to buy new ones, you're going to want that time. The second common mistake that travelers make when they're packing is not prioritizing the liquids that they're going to be bringing with them. This is especially important if you're traveling carry-on only, where you have a pretty strict liquid limit. When it comes to prioritizing the liquids that you'll bring with you, try to think of things that you won't be able to get on arrival. That could be your favorite face moisturizer or face wash. Something else that I try to prioritize with my liquids would be things that are expensive on arrival. Two things that I find are almost always expensive at tourist destinations would be sunscreen and bug spray. These things are in high demand. The problem is that you're not only paying a lot of money for it when you arrive at your destination, you're often getting subpar products or potentially even products that are expired. Which brings me right into the next mistake, which is to check the expiration dates on your products. It's a pain to take your liquids and organize them into travel-sized containers only to realize that your liquids are expired. It's especially important to check out the expiration dates because if you're like me, maybe you save up all of your travel-sized containers just for the times that you end up taking a trip. This means they could be sitting there for years. I was checking a few of mine and I realized they expired back in 2019. Another common packing mistake that travelers make is taking their shoes and packing them in the bottom of their luggage so the rest of their items do not get dirty. The problem with this is that your entire bag and all of your clothing is going to smell like shoes. Make sure you put them into some sort of bag. It doesn't have to be a fancy travel shoe bag like this one. It could just be a plastic bag. And when it comes to shoes like this, if they're going to be your biggest, heaviest, bulkiest shoes, wear them on the plane. The next common packing mistake would be packing your devices, but forgetting to pack the chargers that go with them. I can't tell you how many times I have left the house for a weekend trip and I've had my Fitbit on my wrist, but I forget to bring the charger with me. Before travel, I will always lay out all of my devices with their cords on top of them. I'll also take the cords and put little labels. So for example, this one says Kindle. So now you'll both know that you have the cord to go with your device, and you'll also know which cord belongs to what device. Another packing mistake would be packing the entire vitamin container for the vitamins that you'll need during your trip. Don't do this. This is a waste of space. Instead, head to the dollar store and pick up a pill organizer. This way you can put the vitamins that you need, divide it up by each day, and you're going to save a lot of space in comparison to bringing the bottles with you. An exception to this would be if you have any prescription medication. Always keep prescription medication in their original packaging. If you do also have any prescriptions that are creams or liquids, they're not going to count towards your liquid limit, and they don't need to fit in the bag with all of your other liquids. Another packing mistake that we have probably all been guilty of at some point is packing things that you might need. You almost never end up needing them. I think this is most common with dress clothing or dress shoes, but it can be other things as well. I'm in the middle of packing for an upcoming trip, which is why it is a little bit of a disaster zone behind me. I like to lay everything out and see it before I actually put it in the suitcase. Anyway, he texted me and said, "Do you think we'll be playing tennis? Should I bring my racket?" And I actually pulled my racket out of storage and thought like, maybe we will actually play. This is so silly. First of all, this is like the most awkward thing you could possibly bring with you on a plane. And then if you go on your vacation and you end up doing something like playing tennis, you can rent a racket while you're there. Don't think about what you might need, especially when it's inconvenient, large, and is going to cost you extra. On a similar note, don't pack any clothing items or accessories that don't go with anything else that you packed. You're going to want to pack outfits as opposed to just 3 pairs of pants and 5 pairs of shirts. For example, I love this little skirt, but I truly have nothing that's going to go with it. So what is the point of packing it and bringing it with me? A lot of my fashionista friends will also give the tip that they pack their suitcase with clothing that follow a particular color scheme. This way they're able to mix and match. Another packing mistake is packing your bag but forgetting that you need to go through airport security before you actually board the plane. So for example, you may want to have your toothpaste with you in your purse so that you're able to brush your teeth on the plane. But when you go to airport security, all of your liquids need to be together in a single bag. When you pack to go to the airport, keep all of your liquids together and put them in an accessible pocket where you can just pull them out and then put them through the scanner for airport security. Once you get through security and you go to board your plane, that is the time to pull these out of a front pocket and redistribute them how you would like. The final common mistake that travelers make before heading to the airport is that they don't weigh their luggage. Now, you don't need a fancy luggage scale to do this. Instead, just pick up your bag and hop on the scale. Take your weight without the bag in your hand, subtract the difference, and there you have the weight of your luggage. It's important to know if you're going to be overweight before you head to the airport, because now is the time where you can redistribute things between your bags, or you could load things up onto you. For example, instead of packing the heavy hiking shoes, you could wear them at the airport. And with that, it is time for me to get back to packing my own bags. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these 10 quick tips, and I hope they will help you in your future travels. All the best, safe travels, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye.